We continue our reflection, our spiritual journey as we prepare ourselves for the most sacred time in the liturgical calendar, which we call Holy Week, wherein God shows the intense, passionate love He has for humanity, for all of us. So today, we focus ourselves on how God treats us sinners. All of us are sinners. And we see two people in the first reading and the second reading accused of adultery. In the first, of course, it's different in a sense, though it's the same accusation. The woman called Susanna is a model for the Jews, a bright woman, innocent, and yet she was accused. And we heard her prayer, "O eternal God, you know what is hidden and are aware of all the things before they come to be." So she trusted in God, who would vindicate her in spite of the fact she was, in a way, had not her voice being a woman, and then versus the spiritual leaders, some elders during that time, they were more powerful and she was voiceless and powerless. And yet we see how God vindicates, how God finds a way to liberate her from the accusation because she was innocent. We heard the story how Daniel, a prophet of God, before the people, showed that she was really innocent because the two elders who accused her of adultery, they had a different testimony because Daniel separated them. One said, "I saw them under a mystic tree," and then when the second one came, he said, "I saw them under an oak tree." So Daniel said, "You are a liar. You are evil." And because of that, the punishment that was supposed to be given to the woman was given to them. That was the custom of their time. So we see God will always be there to vindicate the innocent, those who are faithful to Him. In the Gospel, we have a woman without a name who was caught committing adultery. So she did something evil. And yet, when people tried to look at her, it was with judgment. Immediately, they tried to impose what the law dictated. Such case should be handled this way. The woman should be stoned to death. And yet, Jesus just gave a simple answer. He was quiet, and then he was writing with his finger. And then they were insisting, "What are we to do?" When you ask a question, usually you don't know the answer. Here, they know the answer. They were trying to trap Jesus, as the gospel tells us, so they have something to accuse him. So Jesus, in his silence, wrote something on the ground, and then they kept insisting, and so he said, "Okay, if anyone has not sinned, let him be the first to throw the stone." And people realized, from the eldest to the youngest, that they all have sinned. They left one by one. So what's the meaning of this? What's the challenge for all of us? We easily judge people, and we forget the way God deals with us. He deals with us not just with mercy, with justice, but above all with mercy. So the face of God, the name of God, is not just love, it is also mercy. And during this Lenten season, we try to consider how God has dealt with us, always with compassion, always with mercy, always ready to forgive us. Do we have the same disposition, the way God deals with us? When we are hurt, we easily make a judgment. We easily sometimes think of getting even, but not God. And so we are asked really to imitate God in dealing with people who have hurt us. We hurt God every time we sin, and yet He's always there to extend His love and mercy, believing and knowing, trusting we are capable with the help of His grace to renew, to change our lives. So we should have that trust also in people that they can also change. God gives us countless opportunities to mend our ways. Why should we not do the same when we deal with others?